Hi, guys. So, recently at the Supernatural Denver convention, a question was asked at the R2M panel, something about a. What was it? If if you were to play in a symphonic orchestra, what would you play and where? And Matt came out and said, actually, I have a new favorite instrument. I learned it in London, which isn't fully true. It was actually in Birmingham, called the nose flute. And that spurred a couple people who knew who I was online, and be like, hey, you should tell people how to play the nose flute. And I'm sorry to say, I had no clue that this had happened last weekend. And I was super confused why all of a sudden I was getting all of these messages about nose flute again, because I haven't talked online about the nose flute except for in a couple groups I'm in just randomly, and the fact that there was a nose flute thing for Gish this year, which sadly I couldn't do because I don't want to get arrested. I'm now in China, not in Kuwait. But so a couple people have requested that I tell you guys how to play the nose flute. So I have my nose flute here. This is signed by Matt. He signed it upside down, but that's okay. And I can actually kind of read it. So this is a nose flute. This is a very basic child version. There are much more quality instruments, usually made of wood. But so a nose flute sits this way. This part goes over your mouth. This part goes over your nose. And if you notice, you can kind of see. Let's see, there we go. Your nose sits in here, the bridge of your nose right over top. Air goes through right here. You're blowing through your nose. That's why they say, you should probably blow your nose before you play. And Rich says you probably don't want to share your nose flute, which I mean is fairly true. You can sanitize it, but it's either here or there. But you blow through your nose, air goes through here, and it comes out, or it gets cut through here. And there's also a little tiny, let's see if I can get it, little tiny slit right there that air goes through. Now air will hit here and it'll be split through two ways. Part will go off and part will go into your open mouth. Your open mouth is going to be the chamber that allows the air molecules to vibrate to give you the sound. I'm not going to go into a whole explanation of how sound works. If you want to do that, there's lots and lots and lots of videos on YouTube, because if I go into that, I will never stop talking. Anywho, so your mouth is the chamber. As you open and close your mouth, it changes the sound. So you take the mouthpiece, the instrument, put it up against your nose, like so. It's just literally just set. Push this against your mouth, and you blow. You hold here. Oops. Really, the best way to learn to do it is just to buy one. I got, I think it was a dozen of them or 2 dozen of them for like $10 on Amazon. I ordered them while I was still in the UK at the convention, and then they were at my parents' house in the US when I got home after going back to Kuwait and then home, which is where Matt's 2 came from. So just put it up. Okay, as you close your mouth, the pitch will go higher. As it gets longer, it goes lower. You can also try with different air speeds, and you have to think about how you breathe, because breathing through your nose, just like swimming, breathing through your nose, you let out the air, you got to take in more. It's kind of fun, and I mean, they're super easy. I picked this one up at a store called West Music in Cedar Falls, Iowa, like 3 years ago, I think. Yeah, 3 years ago. And I literally got it because I was like, hey, Gishwiz is coming up. Who knows what the heck is going to happen? I'm a music teacher. You never know. You might need random things. So it's super easy. Blow through your nose, move your mouth up and down, just like you would if you're playing a trumpet. You play with 3 valves. Trombones, you slide. Flutes, clarinets, you press holes. You have to do something to change it. So it's your mouth that's changing. You're not pressing holes, things like that. But it's super fun, super easy, and obviously super weird, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so that's a basic tutorial. If you want to know more, just send me messages because, well, what else am I going to do with my time now that I'm in China? Thanks, guys. Bye.